This singular root is going to completely change your gut health, and it has changed mine dramatically. I'm going to give you the exact reason why ginger is something that everybody doesn't have in their diet and really needs to throw in there, because it completely changes your entire gut health and you'll feel everything better once you have this root in your diet. Before we do that, make sure you hit that like, subscribe if you like the channel. So what makes it so powerful? These are called gingerols and showagols, which these are anti-inflammatory compounds that ginger has, that only ginger has, that help heal your gut lining and help redistribute your prebiotics in your gut. And it basically makes it so that your gut starts healing itself overnight, pretty much. I mean, ginger is so powerful that there are plenty of studies that actually show that ginger will completely heal your gut lining just by itself. And a lot of people throw turmeric into this conversation, but I think ginger is actually the superhero in this topic for an abundance of reason. It's not just the gingerols, it's also just the vitamin C that it has in its the fiber that's in ginger as well. There's so much in ginger that there's a reason why they use it in ancient medicine, because this thing is a cure-all for everything. And the basic reason behind this is because ginger helps alleviate digestive issues. A lot of the time people are still walking around with waste and undigested food in their gut lining, and over time, when you have that in your system, it starts to become moldy and rotten, and that is what's inside of your gut, just sitting there. And if you can't get it out, it's going to be staying there for a long period of time, and it's what leads to lowered immune systems, and obviously the digestive layer in the gut lining starts disintegrating because you have that in your system. What ginger does and why it's so miraculous, and I think a lot of people don't understand how much this affects health and just overall well-being in your body, is when your body is digesting and getting rid of waste properly. And this is what ginger does when it gets into your system. When you have the proper amount of ginger in your body, it starts helping that digestion and starts pushing that waste out. So whereas most people are walking around bloated, and it's because you still have that in your system and you haven't gotten rid of it. And ginger is one of the biggest, most just expressive roots that end up completely changing your digestive system and pushing out everything that it needs to push out. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people just can't get abs, or realistically have that, stomach that is kind of, it's tough. It's not like flabby, but it's tough, but it sticks out. The reason behind that is because you have bloating, because of inflammation, because your digestive system is not digesting things properly. So ginger helps you completely push these things out, and because of the fiber in it, it just allows you to feel full for longer, and that's one of the things that a lot of people don't take into account, is that a lot of the cheap food that we have these days, you don't feel full, which is why people overeat, because you're not getting a lot of fiber, you're not getting a lot of these nutrients that are in natural foods, that basically you feel like you haven't had food, or your body feels like that. So ginger helps do that. And on top of that, with the bloating, when your digestive system starts pushing things out properly and you start really getting into a rhythm of not having any waste in your digestive system, again, relieves bloating and relieves gas, which in turn, what this ends up doing is you feel more energetic, you feel more alive, you don't feel lethargic and tired all the time, because realistically, when your body still has this stuff in its system, or when it's bloated or it's inflamed in the gut lining, it takes a lot of energy, and also makes your brain not be able to process and reproduce blood cells and do all these different things that it normally would do, because there is some sort of barrier in your stomach. And when you have this, waste barrier, that's pretty much what I call it, your body is getting sick. That's the simplest terms that I can put it in. Your body is sick because it still has this waste in its system, and it's inflaming things, it's poisoning things, it's doing all sorts of nonsense in your stomach that you shouldn't have. So when ginger ends up clearing your stomach out, and if you take ginger regularly, like you can take it in powder form, you can eat it, in salads, or I even juice it and make it into a drink, it then pushes these things out, relieves bloating, and again, your body starts really adapting to it and functioning much higher, because your energy levels are going to go up and your body is going to digest and get rid of all of the waste that it needs to, instead of holding on to it like most of us actually have in our stomach. Like I said, most of us actually have waste still in our stomach that we have not digested, that has not come out, and it's making you sick. And last of all of this is when this ends up happening, where your digestive system starts going and you start pushing things out and you stop feeling bloated and all of that. What ends up happening, and you're going to hear this a lot with, the supplement that I'm going to come out with eventually, and just the reality of what makes you sick and what doesn't make you sick, is gut microbiome. A lot of us continually eat food that destroys the microbiome in your gut, and this is pretty much the gas that makes your car go. And if you don't have these, and you don't have an environment where these can properly populate and digest food in a normal, actually realistically the natural way that we were supposed to, you're going to get sick, you're going to feel tired, you're going to constantly be irate and anxious and all these different things, because your gut isn't functioning properly. And these are the things, the microbiome, that make your gut go. It digests things, it pushes things out, it does all the things that your gut needs to. But again, when you're not eating proper foods, it's going to have a problem reproducing these things. And when you don't reproduce a certain amount or a good amount, you're going to have a problem digesting things. And this is what ginger does. Because of the fiber, because of the antioxidants, it clears your gut lining, and it also helps produce these microbiome that help you digest things properly so that you don't have problems. And that's why ginger, realistically, you can put it in teas. You can have a ginger tea. You can make a juice with it. Like I put turmeric and ginger with lemon juice and put that with coconut water, and that's my drink for every day. You can put it in stir fries. You can put it in pretty much everything. You can pickle it. You can do whatever you want with ginger, and there's so many benefits to ginger in your body. It's just something that you can do daily. It doesn't even take a lot of effort, and ginger will completely change your entire gut lining and gut health, and realistically just your overall health and well-being every single day. I think everyone needs to put ginger in their diet. It's just something that will change your life. And again, as I always say, if you eat God's own grown food, you're gonna be good, but it's up to you. As always, guys, like and comment if you do enjoy the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.